What's up, everybody? It's your boy Nasho, and welcome to COOLIN TV. Now, Dame is not letting go of this whole Cam situation, dog. All right, now, this whole paid in full thing got Dame hot. This man was up at like 3 a.m. last night, probably talking to his lawyer, and around that time, he posted a whole $300 million lawsuit on Cam. Now, we're gonna go over the whole lawsuit. He posted all the paperwork on Instagram, too. Now, we're gonna start with his post. So, the first slide say, Dame Dash plus family office sends demand letter to Camron for $300 million lawsuit. We gonna go over the caption of what Dame said first, then we gonna go over the lawsuit paperwork. So in the caption, Dame said, I never hustle with Camron. He's a civilian, but he's fucking with my family office and he's now made my wife and two of my sons uncomfortable. I would never do anything violent and I don't want anyone that loves me to do anything violent. So this is the only way I can handle this. So this is my version of how the Godfather handled Fredo. I knew it was gonna be one of my brothers. I just didn't know it was gonna be you, bro. And that does make me sad. We'll just have to let a judge decide like businessman, and I don't find it funny. I hope you don't have any houses in your name. They're about to be mine, with a laughing emoji. And Big Fendi, I do forgive you because I consider you my brother. Never let any man go to your family, wife, or kids. Protect them at all costs. I bet you'll shut the fuck up now. I dare you to say something, Godfather. Then he tagged this Daniel D dude. Dane posted a whole screenshot of a text message conversation, I guess, with Cam, and it's a thumbnail for a new movie called Honor Up. And Dame said, I suggest you send this to blank, and you went too far. You broke my heart, Fredo. We can squash this, but you have to holler at Daniel. I'm not talking to you anymore. So Dame ain't playing with Cam. He put a $300 million lawsuit. He said he ain't talking to him no more. You know, Cam can talk to Daniel. Now let's go over this lawsuit. It's pretty lengthy, so we're gonna try to go through it pretty quick. All right, it starts with formal demand for $300 million in damages, defamation, tortious interference, business disparagement, harassment, conspiracy, and unjust enrichment. Dear Mr. Giles, which is Cam, this office represents Damon Dash, Raquel Horn, and the Dash Group. Please be advised that this letter constitutes a formal demand for immediate corrective action and compensation arising from your unlawful actions. Factual background: 1. Defamation of Damon Dash. You made repeated public statements, including on Instagram, falsely calling Mr. Dash a liar and undermining his credibility and connections with bosses take losses and other business dealings. You admitted on video that the entire situation was a lineup, thereby conceding participation and reputational sabotage. These actions interfere with Mr. Dash's business negotiations, including with Rockefeller and Jay-Z. Defamation and harassment of Raquel Horn. You published social media posts falsely stating that Damon Dash owns nothing and that all assets are in Ms. Horn's name. You disparaged Ms. Horn personally, causing humiliation, reputational harm, and emotional distress. Disparagement of the Dash Group by publicly attacking Mr. Dash's ownership, interest, and credibility. You damaged the Dash Group's reputation and interfere with its ability to conduct business. This constitutes business disparagement and tortious interference with prospective economic advantage. Attacks on family. You made false statements about the ownership of Mr. Dash and Ms. Horn residence. You made comments that forced Mr. Dash to involve his son, Christian Dash, causing him discomfort. You attempted to pay Damon Dash the second $5,000 to appear on your show for the purpose of embarrassing his father, despite knowing the sensitive nature of their relationship. G5 Pink Mink Cannabis deal. Mr. Dash introduced to you Larry Smith for the purpose of pursuing a cannabis venture, including the proposed Pink Mink strain. You went behind his back and pursued the deal directly, cutting him out entirely. This constitutes misappropriation of business opportunity, bad faith, and unjust enrichment. Dipset Clothing Company. Mr. Dash co-founded the Dipset Clothing Company with the expectation of a 50-50 ownership structure. He funded production, created samples, and financed promotion and content. You excluded him from ownership and profits in breach of an agreement in an unjust enrichment of yourself. Pattern of historic sabotage. Years ago, you prematurely announced the confidential Rockefeller business conversations, damaging Mr. Dash's relationship with Jay-Z and the Rockefeller team. While the statute of limitations may bar a standalone claim, these acts demonstrate a long-standing pattern of malicious intent that continues to this day. Damages. As a direct and proximate result of your conduct, the plaintiff has suffered reputational harm, emotional distress, and a loss of business opportunities. Collectively, damages are estimated at $300 million. Accordingly, our clients hereby demand that you, within 14 14 days of receipt of this letter. Cease and desist from making further false, defamatory, or disparaging statements regarding Damon Dash, Raquel Horn, or the Dash Group. Remove all posts and issues a full public retraction and apology on Instagram and any other platforms where the statements were made. Provide a full accounting of all revenues and profits derived from the Dipset clothing company and the G5 Pink Mink cannabis venture, and remit to Mr. Dash his rightful ownership interest. Compensate plaintiffs in the amount of $300 million. Preserve all evidence, including social media posts, videos, communication with Larry Smith, business records related to Dipset clothing and cannabis deals, text, emails, and direct messages. So, bro, Dame ain't playing, bro. All right, he put all that in this lawsuit. Now, he demanded $300 million. We don't know if he gonna get it or not. Cam already responded, saying, shut up. Nah, nigga, I just started. LOL. Fuck out of here with your Chat GPT lawsuit. LOL. When I countersue, you'll really never get out the hole you already in, little nigga. Let's play, baby. So apparently Cam gonna countersue. All right, he gonna countersue. I really don't know what's gonna be in that countersuit, but we gonna find out. All right, now the lawsuit says they got 14 days to pay up $300 million. So I'm sure Cam on the phone with his lawyer already working this countersuit out, and it's just about to get interesting, y'all. So according to this lawsuit, you know, Cam can't get on the internet no more. He can't go on Instagram and try to respond with no video or nothing like that. So I guess that's why he just commented on this post, but we'll see if he go out and make a video. Cam might do it, knowing him. Now let's go to the videos that caused Dame to file this lawsuit.
Nah, bro. I ain't know you be lying like this, bro. I ain't know you be lying like this, yo. It's sad. They told me, but you know, when a nigga your man, you don't pay attention to a lot of shit. I didn't know, bro, that you a flagrant liar like this, man. Now look, Talk with Fleet come on tomorrow, 5 p.m. on Revolt's YouTube. But that was shit that he talked about last week. So part 2 will be out this Friday on Revolt YouTube about what he talked about this week. But I'll say this one thing. This is what I will say. The nigga called Revolt last week and say he wants to put his content on Revolt channel. Revolt programming is booked up until 2026. They don't have any room for programming. So maybe in 2026 or whatever. So I have 2 more shows I could do this year. And so when I found that out, I called my man Fendi, because I know what Fendi and Dame speak. I said, yo, tell Dame I'll put his shows on my slot on Revolt, because I have 2 more shows I could put on Revolt if I can executive produce the shows. I said he did it for me. When I needed help, he put my albums out on Rockefeller, and I let him executive produce them. I'm trying to do the same thing for you. I got 2 slots left. If you want 2 shows on Revolt this year, and you wasn't getting paid because you said you do it for free, I got a couple dollars for you. I'm just the executive producer of the show. He tell Fendi. First he tell Fendi, yeah, he like, I bet. Nah, matter of fact, fuck that, I'm the Godfather. He can't executive produce my shows, Now, Dame, their own God kids don't want you. How you the Godfather of anything? Your word don't count no more. You don't got teeth. You have dentures. Your word don't mean nothing. You fell off the Mount Rushmore of Harlem a long time ago. But we'll address it all tomorrow and Friday. But don't say I ain't trying to help out. You didn't want me to executive produce your TV shows. Could have walked it right in for you. See you tomorrow, Talk with Flea, nigga.
Owe $800,000 to a debt, or these people would get his third of Rockefeller. Mace was like, yo, nah, bro, come on, B, that's Dame, bro. Word to everything I love, he like, that's Dame. And he don't even, like I said, they don't have the best relation. He's like, nah, tell him, he's like, yo, you wanna go 5-5? We can't let this nigga go out like that. So I called Dame. I say, yo, Mace wanna help out. So he's like, we got $1 million. He's like, well, I don't know. Cause Young Boy NBA called me up, he got $2 million. We like, all right, cool. Like we just wanted to get you out the news for looking bad. So I guess the Young Boy NBA thing fell out. So Mace called back the next day. Yo, see what he want to do. He like, yo, just wait on it. I might got another deal. So Mace like, yo, bro, he said, you got $1 million today in your account today. Hold on, I might got a deal for $6 million. I'm like, all right, cool. Dame waits 3 weeks to call back and says, yo, what's up? What's up, y'all wanna bust that move? So when I called Beth back, Beth like, nah, man, the deal's off. We ain't doing it, he waited 3 weeks. So I said, Dame, Mace ain't picking up. I just said like that. I said, I don't think he want to do it. He tries to use reverse psychology on me and be like, oh, you gotta wait for that nigga to bust a move. Oh, you can't bust your own moves. I feel you. I feel you can't bust your own moves. No, I can't, Dame. I can't bust my own moves. I'm not feeding into that. No, I can't. I had 500,000. Mace had 500,000. And no, I don't have $1 million to give you for that, because the thing about it was this. Jay-Z offered him $1.5 million for the third before anybody. For the other third of Rockefeller, he got offered $1.5 million from Jay-Z or Biggs or whoever, or a combination. And he like, nah, I'm not selling to them niggas. Fuck that. He didn't want them to have it. So you got 1.5 on the table. You got a guaranteed $1 million from me and Mace on the table. And then you gamble trying to get $6 million. You talking about Drake is calling you. All these other people that are supposed to call you never followed through. And the deal fell through.
They just can't stop, bro. They just can't stop. They going back and forth. Now it got to a damn lawsuit. It's about to get to another counter lawsuit. 50 Cent might get involved in this. I don't know. But 50 Cent went on his Instagram and he posted this. All right, he said, paid in full TV series in the works from Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. And in the caption it says, oh well, I guess I'm not capping. No more. If you want in, get at Mr. Camron. I'm on set filming in Chicago. And Dame went on his Instagram. He posted the same damn picture of, 50 doing the paid in full thing. And in Dame's caption, he said, 50 Cent, let's be clear, you didn't acquire anything. They hired you. They hired a dude from Queens to make a story about Harlem. Let's see how that goes, or at least let's see how long it takes you to make it. But I own my paid in full, and I own Power, Damon Dash Memore, for television and movies, so we can see who's better at filmmaking. But the difference is you will be doing it for another culture and you won't own a thing. Just like you don't own Power, which is no power. But I'll be working from my family office, and my family office will benefit because my family office owns it. I'm not a slave, and I would never make a story about my culture or another culture to benefit from it. And I'm positive you will not be using your own money. You will be getting paid a salary just like you did for Power, no power. Stay tuned for now. We know why Fredo was creating problems with me for no reason. They planned this months ago. Fredo Camron sold Harlem out for 50 Cent. He could have at least got $1, and I'm still trying to buy Revolt, so it might come out on Revolt, but I'll deal with that later. Godfather. So these niggas just going back and forth, and it's all over these TV rights and apparently false ass statements that Dame think Cam making, and 50. Dame even went on his Instagram to post a caption about his son. I'm not gonna read it because Dame be doing all these long ass captions and I'm tired of reading in this video. We'll probably read that in the next video, y'all. But y'all let me know what y'all think about Dame filing a $300 million lawsuit on Cam. How y'all think this gonna play out? Let me know in the comment box down below. Remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram at official Nasho. Make sure you got these notifications turned on, and I'm gonna catch you in that next video. Peace out.